Yo, what is going on, Steeler Nation? We are back with episode 401 of the Steel Factory podcast live in Pittsburgh, North Oakland still. I'm in a new room, new apartment, joined by Junior, of course. A lot has happened the last 2 months.
Has it? I mean, maybe for you.
Yeah, for me, whatever. It was good to see you a couple weeks ago. But yeah, we definitely didn't really do much this offseason in pertaining to the podcast. Took the 2 months off or whatever. I had some shit on my plate. New job, new apartment, blah, 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 blah. It's dead in the offseason anyways. It was a good time to take a break. But yeah, here we are. The day before the first preseason game against the Houston Texans here in Pittsburgh. Wish I was going to be there. Going back to California for the week. But anyways, a lot to dive into here. Big news week. Or not really news week, just more or less drama.
Rumor week.
Rumors. A lot of rumors to talk about. Not about us, but about the Steelers. But yeah, how you been, bud?
I've been good. It's been a quiet off season. I mean, as is per usual, right? Like, nothing happened, dude. Steelers are not that we're boring. I don't think anyone really does anything.
Especially in this June, July part of the off season.
Yeah, this is about the only dead air time for the NFL. Yeah. Everyone's just like speculating right now. Every single podcast you see is like, who's going to be the best offense this year? Who's going to be the best defense this year? Who's going to surprise us this year? Oh, like I guess some quarterbacks sign contracts, but like nothing, like
not
really
for us. We kind of peaked hard in May during the off season, or was it March? Whenever we got Russell and Justin Fields like in the same week.
Yeah, we did peak. It's not been a boring off season. It's just the last couple of months we haven't done anything. Khan has been scheming, hopefully,
because we've been talking about this Aiyuk thing since the draft, and apparently there's a rumor that we had offered a first round pick during the draft. But yeah, last time we uploaded was for the Cam Sutton news. When I went to camp, I was actually shocked. I didn't know he was practicing, even though he was suspended. I forgot the rules are like that. I was like, who's 20? Oh, that's Sutton. But yeah, he's at camp. He won't be playing for 8 weeks. Whatever. We dove into that. But yeah, on to the Brandon Aiyuk news. I don't know if you want to start with that.
I mean, basically, Aiyuk's been wanting to get paid, and the 49ers got a lot of people that they have to pay. And Aiyuk is someone they're going to have to move off of. It seems like, right? You think he's like a legit wide receiver one. And I guess someone had to be cut from that team. They just don't have the cap space to pay him how he wants to get paid. So it's between us, the Steelers, the Patriots, and I think the Browns.
Right.
I think we're the three main teams.
But the thing is, he wants to come here. Right.
Yeah, I think from like an organization kind of view, like I think we're the best of those three. The Browns are the Browns. I don't know that they're a good organization. Like they have like a good team, but maybe he doesn't like Deshaun for a good reason, right? And then the Patriots, they're starting like a fucking revolution over there, and they're starting from basically zero. Like obviously they do have the rookie quarterback, but it's also a rookie head coach. It's a lot of new stuff going on. Maybe he's not interested.
It's plain and simple that he just wants to play for Mike Tomlin. I mean, we saw the memes going around that they kind of look like twins, and they do look kind of alike. And then Aiyuk even tweeted out earlier in the offseason, a twin, they saying we look alike, or whatever, tag Tomlin in the tweet. I think it's as simple as that. I mean, as of right now, it seems that the Patriots and Browns have met Aiyuk's terms in terms of money. But we've also heard that Aiyuk is willing to even take less to come to Pittsburgh. At this point, it's trying to meet the Niners' demands, which the Browns and Patriots have done. It's just on us to try to get across that finish line. They were probably in the red zone right now. Hopefully the red zone offense is better this year. But yeah, I think at this point, the reports we've heard today and on Thursday, August 8th, is that the Niners are trying to get a third team in. That way they could somehow get a receiver out of this, because maybe we don't want to give up Van Jefferson or Calvin Austin, or they're just not good enough to give up for this trade.
Maybe they want someone in the mold of Aiyuk, because Calvin Austin really isn't that.
Right. And we have Van Jefferson on just like a 1 year deal, right? Just some bullshit. Get him. We need to
Yeah.
stock up our
I don't.
receiving room. Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough to say it. I mean, this kind of saga has been going on for like a few months. So I'm sure
Yeah.
I'm sure they were trying and then they gave up and then they're trying again now and they're just trying to get the most value they can now that teams aren't willing to give a first round pick, right?
Yeah.
Um so I definitely want Ayuk. I think he would be amazing on this offense next to Pickens. I've heard a lot of really good things about Pickens at training camp.
He's doing his thing.
Um
He's making George Pickens plays. Um, but I think Ayuk is good, and I do think he could make a difference on this team in like the win column. But honestly, a lot of this news is a little blown out of proportion. These sweepstakes are making it seem like we got prime Randy Moss on the market and shit. When really it should just be us dealing a second and like a fifth to get him over here. I don't know what the holdup is. I
I mean,
mean,
Ayuk is a legit wide receiver one
he's a
on a
top 10
team.
receiver in the league with the ceiling to get to top five. And I think he wants like top five money at this point.
Yeah,
You know what I
and like
mean?
obviously, if we're basically gonna sign him almost as a free agent, so he's gonna get top five
Yeah,
money
yeah,
essentially,
yeah.
right?
Um,
So I think dude Ayuk would be sick on this team. I really like Ayuk. We had almost no big plays last year. He would add a lot of big plays,
a lot of yak
right?
for sure. And then another point that I've heard too this past week is you feel a lot more comfortable paying Ayuk this money than George Pickens in 2 years, right? And 2 years
Yeah,
down the
dude.
line, we could draft another receiver. We're good at this. A lot of people are saying like, oh, why all of a sudden do we want to trade for this guy when we've been so good at drafting receivers? Well, I think at this point we traded out Deontay Johnson because we knew we could probably pull this off. It's just been dragging on a little bit. Maybe we should have gave up Deontay to the Niners straight up back in, was it March? It is what it is at this point. I think Khan had a master plan this whole time,
Well,
and yeah, we're
I
trying to
think
get to that.
it might have shaken out how like, oh, you know what? Like we're trying to get Ayuk. Okay, they're really dragging their feet with Ayuk. It seems like they're just gonna sign him or something. And then it's like, all right, fuck it. Let's get rid of Deontay. Get like what did we get? Like a fifth or something?
We got like a fourth or a fifth, and then we got Dante Jackson, who's gonna be our second corner,
Yeah. So
opposite of
they were probably just
JPJ. Yeah,
like the thing is when you're dealing players, it's before the draft. You just like, okay, let me get ready for this draft, and the Niners don't want to do anything for this draft, and like we need to, we need to work with what we have right now, right?
yeah. I mean, hopefully it gets done. We have a preseason game tomorrow, so I think that's gonna put a delay on this. Maybe it'll happen over the weekend. I think this gets done though. We've heard a lot of sources, guys that have moles within the Steelers organization, local beat writer guys, basically come out saying, multiple guys coming out saying that, this is probably gonna happen. I think it's just taking a little too long to cross the I's and dot the T's. But yeah, that is the first topic in episode 401. Training camp's been going well. I got a chance to go with Friday Night Lights, and then went to another day in camp. It seems like business as usual. And then now we're getting ready for this first preseason game, and it looks like Justin Fields will be the starting quarterback for it, with Russell Wilson sitting out. Oh, you want to talk about Russ not basically practicing the first 2 weeks or being limited with that calf? Do you believe this?
I don't know.
Pushing a sled?
It sounds stupid. I don't know if it's like he's just taking the time off to take the time off because he doesn't want to re-injure himself and he wants to take it easy. Because I've heard calves are really easy to like mess up,
Yeah.
you know. Um, but if anything, I'm more excited about this. We knew going into this season, like, okay, if we play Russ the whole season, that will be kind of lame. It would just kind of suck when you have Justin Fields back there and you know that Russ isn't the future and Justin Fields could be the future. So you definitely want Fields to get as many reps as he can right now, and then I'm honestly really excited to just kind of see him tomorrow.
Because
But
Fields
yeah,
has looked all right. He has not been bad at all by any means. He's done his thing. But yeah, Fields will get a couple series. I don't think any of the defensive veterans will be playing. We'll see if Pickens plays. I think you'd like to see him get some reps of Fields in that case. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But yeah, Houston's coming to town. I don't think CJ Stroud is playing. Wait, have we heard that? I haven't
There's
been
no way
paying
he's playing.
attention. I don't think he's playing either. Stephon Diggs not playing. Who are the other receivers? Dude, they are stacked at receiver. That's why, dude. The
Tank
AFC is an
Dell,
arms race. We got to get Ayuk, dude. Like, fuck,
Nico
man.
Collins. Yeah,
Jesus.
the Texans, dude, they fell into that fucking rookie quarterback and then surround him with talent, weapon. Like, they fell into that perfect.
Yeah. Um. So let's get into it though. Who are we stoked to watch? Young guys trying to make the team. Who are we looking towards that are going to get a decent amount of playing time in this preseason game?
I really hope I get to see Broderick Jones on the left and Fontenot on the right. And that's what I want to see. I know it might be a little boring, but I'm just curious to like finally see our line
Yeah,
together. I guess I also want to see Kaiser up there. Is that his name, Kaiser?
Kaiser, Frazier, the
Or
center.
Fraser?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Frazier.
center.
Yeah, I don't know what the O line combination is going to be. I'm going to assume guys like Sam Alu are going to be getting the day off as well. Probably James Daniels. I see Herbig in there, if not at center, left or right guard. I know there's been a lot of hype around the 5th or 6th rounder, Mason McCormick, number 66. Dan Moore could be playing still. I'm not sure. I don't know if he's been getting reps at right or he's just sticking to left. But yeah, we got. I mean, you want to see the guys of high pedigree in there. You want to see the first rounders the last 2 years that you're starting left and right tackle. We don't want to see Dan Moore in there.
Definitely.
But yeah, let's see what happens in this first preseason game. What the combo is. Hopefully they look good. I know there's been a lot of hype about Beanie Bishop, the slot corner, undrafted from West Virginia. It's unlike a starting corner, undrafted, making the initial Jeff Tart. So we'll see what happens. I'm assuming he's gonna get a lot of playing time. Trying to get him up to speed, trying to see what he does against. I mean, who knows what Texans receivers are playing, but let's see him out there. Slot corner has always been kind of like that's a position you need to have, but it's not that important. You know what I mean? You obviously think more about your other two corners, but a good slot corner can really take your defense to a next level, and it's something we haven't had since Mike Hilton. If you know what I mean?
No, definitely. So Beanie Bishop, something I gotta look at.
Yeah, I
What's
think
his
he's number
number?
30. 30, I think.
Good.
Oh no. I forgot. Fuck. What is it? Is it number 30?
All right, I'll keep tabs.
Yeah, we'll see. Um, but yeah, Fields, and then I'm assuming we'll get Kyle Allen in there, and then the guy I think he's from Central Florida, Plumlee, number 10. I'm blanking. I've been terrible with numbers this offseason. I don't know if it's just because I haven't been as dialed in as I'd like to be. But yeah, that's going to be the quarterbacks. I'd like to see a good amount of Jalen Warren again. Najee, I don't think plays in this. I don't think Queen plays. Oh, Patrick. Is it Patrick Wilson? The linebacker, middle linebacker?
Patrick Queen?
No, oh no, I mixed them up. Patrick Queen. What's the other
Uh,
Wilson line? Peyton Wilson.
Peyton Wilson.
I
Oh,
was I
want to see
fucked up with
him.
that. I want to see Peyton Wilson.
Yeah, I want to see him. He looks exciting.
It's exciting to watch. Oh, also too, from my time at camp, Landon Roberts. I think he's gonna be really good in the run game again this year. Definitely gonna see a lot of him. I don't know if he's a preseason guy. He's definitely a veteran, but we'll see how that goes. But overall, how are we feeling about this preseason? I don't know if you want to talk about the whole slate. We have, the Bills, and then who's the last game? Probably the
Let's see.
Panthers. Who the fuck? How are we feeling about preseason overall, though, after seeing what you saw last year in our offense and then how it reflected in the actual regular season?
All right, we have Texans, Bills, Lions.
Lions.
I mean, I don't really buy into preseason anymore. I feel like I think it's more just to like I don't even know what it's for anymore. I feel like last season we got baited super hard into believing in an offense and personnel that should not be named. Um, I
Be
like,
damned.
but yeah, I mean, like last year we were all gassed up. We were like, oh shit, like it's happening. You know, we're gonna break into that next tier of teams, and
Yeah,
then we
yeah,
came out terrible. Like it wasn't even just like from going from like good to average. It was like oh wow, we're not even like decent. You
pretty
know?
much. Fuck. I mean, last season is last season. At the end of the day, dude, football's the best sport. We're desperate for it to start. We're gonna watch the preseason as much as we can. I look forward to it when, like, especially in the evenings when Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night football's on. Fuck it, I'll have it on in the background. Stuff to be excited about. But yeah, I mean, we'll probably start with these episodes a week at a time now with the preseason. We'll probably, do a recap and then more or less go into what we expect about the next preseason game next week. I think the next one's on a Saturday. I should be at that one. We'll see if we get any content from it. Oh yeah, I'm excited. It's officially football season. The fucking pussy ass Pirates finally got us to like this point, and now things aren't looking good for them. But yeah, we're ready for football. I mean, we got past the off season now. We're ready for a real sport now. But yeah, we're ready for football. But yeah, guys, we're back. Hopefully a bunch of content coming out this season. Super excited to be here in Pittsburgh for the season as well. There's a lot of things we want to do with this channel moving forward, and now we're going on to like our third season.
We're gonna
Covering the
hit
Steelers on
1,000
this.
subs
1,000 subs, a lot of milestones that
on
we're
the
probably
way.
gonna reach. But yeah,
10,000 by end of season.
oh yeah, oh yeah. If we get a 10,000 subs by the end of the season, we'll give
Leon's
away
gonna get a tattoo.
that, and we'll give away a pair of tickets to a playoff game if we make the playoffs.
All right. If we're at 10,000 subs, we'll give away a pair of tickets.
And I'll get Steel Factory podcast tattooed on my ass.
All right. 10,000 subs.
You're here. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
I'm gonna get some bots.
Fuck you. But yeah, I wanna completely like do this room for the podcast. It's gonna be sick. Looking forward to the season. But yeah, we'll have a recap out next week. But yeah, we're gonna start pumping out content now. The season's going on or starting. But yeah, this has been Rion and Junior. Any last comments?
Feeling good. No, I think Ayuk's gonna get done by Monday.
Prediction. None about the game. Just Ayuk's done on Monday. I have a feeling about that.
The game doesn't matter. No one's. I'm not watching past the first quarter, dude.
Honestly, that's true. But we'll be talking about the first quarter next week. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links below. Leave a rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts if you guys are listening on there. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And peace out. Here we go, Steelers.